Welcome back, baseball fans, to the 76, 7, 8, 9 Fall Carryover League. Oh, it's a very special night. It's the National League West is best. The best of the West. We, of course, have the Giants and the Padres. And the game is in San Diego, and as you know, the home field determines the music selection. And, of course, if it's the Padres, it means it's the Yacht Rock compilation. Yes, we have that tonight, folks. And in the National League West, we have, let's see here. Yep, these guys down here. Pods need to win Game 4 to force a Game 5. You want to stay within 3 games of the lead going into the final series to have a chance. Giants just had a really dismal start and can't quite get into the playoff mix. Padres have a slim to none chance. But in Game 4, it's a very special matchup. For the Giants, we have number 4 starter John Uria, but for the Padres, trying to save their series, their ace, their number 1 shining star, Mr. Randy Jones. That's right, folks. You get to see Randy Jones tonight in all his grandeur and splendor. Game 4. People have not quite settled into their seats. They're still down at the marina trying to get a lift or whatever to the ballpark or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, leading off, Ron Pruitt for the Giants. 2-3. Flies to right and hurts himself. It's weird. An injury. And that means that the only other outfielder is Mike Ivy. He'll play, oh boy, he'll play left. Whitfield goes to center. And Tom Hutton will play first base. Weird way to start a game. Rob Sparing, 54, pops second. Larry Milbourne, 311, hit by pitch. Mike Ivy, center. All right, bottom of 1, Gene Richards, 36, 1-8 double. Mike Tyson, 4-4, 1-15. Mike Tyson's a single and 1-0. Johnny Grubb, 45, homer 1 fly ball. Bobby Bonds, single 1-19, base hit, 2 on, 1 out. Mike Hegan, single 1-9, base hit. They're loaded for the pads. Base loaded, 1 out, playing back for Cito Gaston. Bounces it to short. Giants have just horrific defense. 334 at short. That's a 2-run single. And it's 3-0 pads. Corner runners, Alan Ashby pops second. And with 2 outs, it's Dave Chalk. Double 1-3, base hit, ... 4-0. Runners on the corners for Ozzie Smith. Pops third. 4-0 Padres. That should be more than enough for their ace, Randy Jones. We'll see. Jack Clark pops first. Johnny LeMaster, 2-7, base hit. Dave Roberts, 2-6, double 1-18's a double. Second and third for Whitfield. 3-6 is a walk. They're loaded, 1 out for Mark Hill. 2-7 is a 5-4-3 double play. That Randy Jones took a little off of that one. Amazing. And the threat is done. Gene Richards, 3-7, K. Tyson lines out. Johnny Grubb, 56, second X. Second baseman, 4E30, Milbourne. Makes the play. We'll go to the third. Ron Pruitt. Or actually, it's Tom Hutton, 65, flies left. And Rob Sparing, 69, center. Larry Milbourne, 112, left. Bottom of the third. Bobby Bonds, 68, flies to right. Mike Hegan, 211, pitcher. With 2 outs, Cito Gaston K's. Top of the fourth, Mike Ivy, 57, pops the first. Jack Clark, 210, single. Johnny LeMaster, 2-3, pops out. And Dave Roberts, 1-9. Skies to left. Randy Jones, you're a fine left-hander. 4-0, bottom of the fourth. Alan Ashby, 35, short. Dave Chalk, single. Ozzy's going to do a hit and run here with speed on the bases. It's a 4. The runner advances to second. Gene Richards, 2-7. That's going to be a base hit in the left field. Chalk is chugging around. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. He scores! 5-0. Mike Tyson. Flies are right. 5-zip in the 5th. Terry Whitfield. 2-6. Okay. Mark Hill, 46. Base hit. Hutton, 1-7. First A. Bottom of the 5th. 5-0. Johnny Grubb. 48. Single to 1. Line out. Bobby Bonds, 45. Double off the Uria card. Mike Hegan, 410. Break B. And Gaston Case. 5-zip in the 6th. Randy Jones has given up 3 hits. 4 hits and 2 walks through 5. And it's sparing. 38. Walk. Milbourne, 311. Hit by the pitch. 2 on for Mike Ivy. Let's take a look at Mike Ivy's card before he bats. This is a big bat here. Ivy just destroyed left-handed pitching in 1979 for the Giants. And what makes him really flexible is his ability to play first, left, second, and third for such a destructive hitter. And the Giants move him all over the place. So today he started at first base, and then when the left fielder got hurt, they sent him out to left field with a special helmet with padding so he doesn't hurt himself. 2 on. This time, no one out. Randy Jones, toughest test. Here's the pitch. 1-8 Ivy. 6-4-3 double play. Randy Jones just toying with him. Jack Clark with 2 outs. This guy's a center field. And Randy has stranded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stranded base runners for Randy Jones through 6. 5-0 pads. Alan Ashby, 48. Lines out. Chalk, center. Ozzy, 33. Pop the first. Now, with Randy Jones out there dealing, man, you're almost thinking about pulling your defense early. And they actually will move some guys around. Do the pads. Gene Richards is in center field, which is interesting. Anyway, he's told to stay in the dugout, and we'll get somebody else to run out there for you. Lynn Jones will now take over in center field for Gene Richards. Don't want him to get hurt out there. So, yeah, and then that's the only change. Actually, Dave Skaggs is going to come in and catch with that -1 arm. For the Skag Muncher, Dave Skaggs will come in for Alan Ashby. All right, so Randy Jones gets his reinforcements. He's got 9 outs to go. He's a starter 9. Devastating. Starter 9, Randy Jones. 7th inning. Johnny LeMaster, 310, walks. Dave Roberts, 1-7, Ks. Whitfield, 412, center C, and with 2 outs, Mark Hill, 1-3. Let's take a look at Mark Hill's card. Journeyman Mark Hill hit .243 for the Giants this year, 78, and that is a double. A 2-out double to left field. LeMaster, the first run's always the hardest. He's going to try and score from first on a double, and he does. And now the Giants are within a grand slam of tying the game. Tom Hutton. 35 is a walk. 2 on, 2 outs for Rob Sparing. 1-6. Base hit into left. Mark Hill's not going anywhere, and we have the bases loaded with 2 outs in the 7th inning. Randy Jones has put a ton of guys on. Larry Milbourne does not have power and the ability to hit a grand slam, so no immediate threat. If Milbourne reaches, though, we might hook Randy Jones against the devastating Ivy. So we have the bases loaded, 2 outs. Larry Milbourne, 66. Randy Jones gets in the line to short. So the Giants have scored 1 run with 12 base runners. Stretch time in San Diego, sweating out a 5-1 lead. We, of course, got the yacht rock going here. And yeah, this is Kiss You All Over by Exile, if you're keeping track. Bottom of the 7th. Lynn Jones in for Gene Richards in the bottom of the 7th, a 5-1 game. 48, single to 19, base hit. Uriah is a starter 7. We'll give him another batter to see if he can get something done here. Mike Tyson, 5-4, 3 double play, and with 2 outs is Johnny Grubb with a walk. And Bonds, 2-2, short. 5-1 in the 8th. Randy Jones still out there. Mike Ivy leading off the 8th inning. 48, single 1 to 6, lines out. Jack Clark, 3-12, lines the 3rd. And Johnny LeMaster, 1-3, rounds to short. 5-1 in San Diego. Bottom of the 8th, Uriah had a bad first inning and settled down kind of nicely here. Let's go to the bullpen though. Something to do. Bill Laxton, let's take a look at him. He'll come on in the 8th inning just to make it something to do here for the Giants. There's, let's say Mike Hegan has to bat since I took his backup first baseman Gene Richards out of the game. Hegan against the lefties, a single. Cito gassed one, 68 Ks. The Skag Muncher, Dave Skaggs, 112, short B+. There you go. A single, 2 outs, Dave Chalk. 66 is a K. 9th inning, 5-1. We gotta let him do it, folks. We gotta let Randy. I know he's put a ton of guys on base. He's thrown 141 pitches to this point, but we have to let him go, get that complete game for the Padres, because that's, yeah, it's Randy Jones. So here we go. In the 9th, it'll be Dave Roberts, Terry Whitfield, Mark Hill with a 4-run lead. Dave Roberts, 66. Lines are short. Terry Whitfield, 42, center. And with 2 outs, Mark Hill, 2-5, pops to 3rd. We're done in San Diego. Yacht Rock taking over. All right, listeners, get ready. Here it comes. Xylophone solo. Oh, yeah. I was saving that for y'all. There you go. Nice little 5-1 win with an xylophone solo tossed in to boot. You don't get those very often. Most of the time you get like guitar solos. 6 hits, 1 run, 6 walks, 2 strikeouts, complete game. Laxton gave up a hit and 2 Ks. Uriah takes a loss. He had a rough first inning, but he really was a trooper there and settled down nicely. Gave up 5 runs, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. This series is tied up 2 games apiece. I get to play Game 5 back in Candlestick. 1009, 0108, 511, 16, 62, 15, 15, 62. Game 4. Let's see what the year-to-date has in store for us. So with these 2 teams splitting 4 games, we're right back to where we started, which is in the basement of the National League West. What's interesting about this period is that the Giants just sort of faded away. They got old. They let their team get old. They ran their guys out there way beyond their prime. Marichal, Perry, McCovey, Bonds, Willie Mays. And then when they got some good young players like Gary Maddox and Gary Matthews, they sent them away. They traded them, and the Giants were in trouble. By the mid-70s to the mid-80s, they were pretty awful. So, the Pads are 12-12, folks, hitting .250 with a 3.47 ERA. And let's look up here at the top number. Randy freaking Jones, 6-0, or half of the 12 wins. 10 earned runs in 62 innings. I know you're wondering. A $1.45 ERA. He might be our Cy Young winner, folks. He very well could be. Summer breeze makes Randy Jones feel fine. And the Giants, like I said, they're 9-14, 280. And when you look at the National League West for the final series, the Pods have the faintest of chances, if they can win Game 5, of course, to stay in that 3 games back window. This series isn't over. We got one more game. But after this series, the final installment of the National League with Houston in first. Houston gets the Giants. Pods get the Dodgers. Wow, that's interesting. So it's Dodgers, Padres. It seems like one of those teams has to sweep the other to catch the Astros. Because if the Padres and Dodgers beat each other up in a 5-game series, they're not going to gain any ground on the Astros unless they completely collapse against the Giants. So that's it from the National League West. Hope you enjoyed the Yacht Rock. We'll see you next time.